everybody, it's Jen here with In Your Pocket Tuesday. That's the inspiration there, and this is my finished layout. I will totally admit I was so focused on getting this party invitation on my spread this week, I forgot to look at it, but my colors do sort of work. Sorry guys, it's a little bit harder to inspiration pieces with Project Life. So if you guys are familiar at all with my Project Life, this will seem super weird what I'm doing right here. I am not using a design, a Project Life page protector, which I have actually used exclusively for over the last year. However, I really wanted to fit that party invite on here, and that was one of the challenges at the crop last weekend, or I guess I should say the weekend before, once this airs, was to get some sort of greeting card on a Project Life spread. And my kids had gone to 2 different birthday parties last weekend, and so I thought, oh, that's perfect. I don't have photos from the birthday parties because my kids are old enough now to go to the birthday parties and I'm not there. So I thought I'll put up the invitation and then explain that they did that. So that is what I did. This is, yes, indeed, a picture of a Starbucks cup. But we had these super cool cups with this like doodle fall art on it, and I just thought it was amazing, like stunning, and I took a photo of it. And yes, I am putting it in my Project Life because I thought it was awesome. It doesn't feel very fallish here yet, although our weather has been up and down, rainy, sunny, but the leaves are not really 100% turning quite yet, so but I still like that card anyways. This is, I had 2 photos this week. It was a weird week for photos. I think we were just really busy with getting back into the groove of school. So I had taken one photo right there of my older son eating a sub. He has gymnastics in the city, which means it's like a 20 to 30 minute drive in every Monday. And I had needed to go in early to renew my driver's license downtown. So he got Subway for dinner before gymnastics. He was just totally in his happy place. I think that's what I put it on Instagram and said, this is Garrett in his happy place having Subway. So I have that in my Project Life, and I'm just writing down exactly that on there, and I put a little happy gold vellum freight word on there. And this is my other son who'd gotten his hair cut right before school, and I've done a layout of this as well really recently, but I really like this photo, so I put this in here as well, and it kind of worked because I had a spot, so there's a photo of each one of the kids on here. And I used another one of those Heidi Swap vellum stickers on that one as well. Here I was just needed to get an idea of how this was going to work out, and whether those 2 larger photos on either side were going to need to be backed. And then I realized also that that invitation needed a card, so I just put everything in that was done, and I'm keeping this one really simple this week. And then I pulled out my big box of Project Life cards again to try to figure out what to use and to keep the colors sort of balanced, I guess. And I've got lots of Project Life cards. I'm never going to run out ever, I don't think. That one, in fact, may be from a Scraptastic kit like 2 years ago. That is in fact a picture of me at the gym. I put my phone on the floor, I put it on the burst setting, and then I put it on the timer setting, and then I just proceeded to keep going with my workout, which was actually throwing a medicine ball on the floor and catching it. So you go from your arms above your head, throw the ball down, heavy medicine ball down, and then you have to squat and grab it on the very small bounce that it does when it hits the ground. So it's a really sneaky way of getting in like 3 more sets of squats, good for your arms and everything. That other photo that I just did there on the right side, it's probably kind of hard to see on the video. It's a picture of my older son's saxophone that he just got. Both of my kids have just started back to what we would call brick and mortar school, so school, an actual building school, because they've been at home for the last 2 years. So that enabled them to be in that type of a program. So both of the kids have actually now enrolled in band, but my older son, it's part of his timetable, and he picked an alto sax. So we had to take a photo of him with his sax, or I have a photo of him with his sax, and then I have this photo, but this photo just worked better to fit it into my layout, and because I'm sure there will be lots of other photos of him playing his sax, etc. So I have those 2 journaling cards that I just wrote on. I was just explaining about the gym and then explaining about Garrett's saxophone, pretty much just what I told you there. And then I've stuck this party invite on, and I just cut it down. I cut off the backing and everything and the inside of it. And I'm just explaining how they went to these 2 birthday parties. Yeah, so I'm just going through my stash of labels. I knew that wasn't going to be quite enough room, and that one doesn't really match because it's kind of off-white. It's a jelly bean soup one, and then there's a white studio calico, but again, I'm not going to sweat it. It worked. Been trying to use up some of those super old labels that I have in my stash as well, so that makes me happy to use those up. And here I'm just adding a few little extra bits. I picked up those vellum stickers at Michael's a while ago when Heidi Swap stuff was 40% off. They're pretty cool. Just the packaging is really difficult to get in and out of. I was trying to figure out, and so I ended up pulling them all out of the plastic, and they still have like a punch out on the top, and they're fairly sturdy, so they'll still fit back on the rings that I have all my embellishments on. And couple more little bits on here, just seeing if there's something that might work out. Looking through, and then I have these really old, I don't even know, I think those are Jenny Bolin. That's what they look like, hey, from the packaging. Those are rub-ons, and there are some stars, and I'm totally using my finger, which doesn't work the greatest. Just put some stars underneath that label just to add a little bit more bling to it. And I think I find like a little star or arrow or something, an arrow. Yes. I remember now. An arrow in. So I'm going to, I just remember I just used a pen to add a little bit more color to that one, and it seemed too yellow and there was more orange. So I just made that a little bit more orangey. And here I'm going to show you close-ups. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad. Pretty simple this week, but still like it. Still recovering from my shock of the fact that I didn't use a designy page protector, but I like it. See, there's me with my medicine ball in my squat. I'm doing it. It's important to capture that stuff. So that's it from me, guys, for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time I'm up